Thanks.
This is your kitchen or my kitchen?
Mine, my kitchen.
Ours?
Okay, I'll share.
All right, so now that we got the beautiful bread cut right in half, right?
Okay, so now we are gonna slather this all in this bread.
I mean, think about that. You got garlic, butter, parsley, just slathered on that bread. So crispy, so easy.
That is looking good.
A little bit of pepper and some Asiago cheese.
How'd you come up with this, Lee?
It's funny because one day, the only cheese I had in my refrigerator to make this garlic bread was Asiago. And so I started using it, and ever since then, everybody loves it. Do me a favor, put this in the broiler for me on the middle shelf for about 10 minutes until it gets golden brown.
All right. All right. Oh, man, that looks good. All right, Vin, the girls are going to bring everything to the table, and me and you got to go to work.
Look at this.
Let's do it.
Looks good.
Good.
Let's get everything in there, all that sausage. Look at all this yummy goodness. See, cuz, wasn't this easy? Don't you think you can make this from the same way you did? You know, that's why we like to cook like this, because I want people to not feel intimidated. Feel like you can cook. I mean, and you don't do too much cooking.
No.
You like to eat, but you feel like you can do this. Let's pour that in there.
Need a hand?
No, I think we got it.
All right. Perfect.
Does that look good or what?
Delicious. Careful.
I got you, cuz.
Oh boy, that looks delicious.
All right, let's eat.
I can't wait to taste this. You know, pasta's my favorite.
All right, well, why don't you taste that and kind of reflect? How'd I do, baby?
It is delicious. It's like fresh and light, even though it is pasta.
And how's that garlic bread there, cuz?
This is good. The cheese, the garlic, delicious. You did it again.
I told you, Vin. It is the cheese.
All right, and now my chocolate lover,
I've
my
been
dessert
sitting here
girl.
in anticipation. Let's see. Let's give it a whirl.
It's your appetizer here.
This is really, really good.
Huh?
This is amazing, actually.
Better than yours or about the same?
I'm gonna have to say this might beat it. This is really good. I don't know.
Love it. And I gotta get into this boil here because I gotta see how we did. You know, me and my cugino, we made this. I'm gonna have to take an artichoke leaf here and dip it in my wife's sauce. Oh, the lemony and the sour cream balance so well with the artichoke.
Babe, you're gonna have to pass some of that to me. It looks too good.
Eat item.
Spread the wealth.
This is so good. The sausage and all the flavors marry together so well. This boil turned out really good. Thanks to Cousin Vinny, because he's not a seafood lover. We do a sausage boil. And that's how we do it familia style.
All right, now pass
the
it down.
familia. Salud.
Salud, then.
We'll see you guys next time. We gotta eat. All right, everybody eat.
Previously on Little People Big World.
Here we go. We had a meeting with the divorce attorneys. It's not an easy process.
Do you want to be a part of the Pumpkin Salsa? Do you? That's either a yes or no, Matt. You've more than voiced your opinion that you hate doing business with me.
I didn't say that, Annie.
Go, Zach, what? Dude, you're a foot away.
I'm there. I'm as high as the red. Tori's given me massive confidence since we've been married. I've done thousands of things that I would never do in my entire life. It's gonna be tough being more involved with pumpkin season with all the crowds. As a little person, I always just feel uncomfortable in crowds.
I feel like you can't pull that card. You like always get inside your head, but you actually have to be present and be there.
I'm thinking about doing a soccer game fundraising for dwarfism awareness. I got my teams lined up. It's gonna be interesting to see how the little people and the average size team interact.
And this has the potential to spin out of control.
That's what I'm saying. Public speaking is not my favorite thing.
Just speak. Just settle him down, Zach. He suddenly looked around like, what do I do? What do I say?
There is a property that is for sale.
What would really be the purpose?
I could maybe move up there and
I don't know. It just doesn't seem realistic. Time, money. Our personal life is going away. We're getting a divorce, and you're thinking about buying property.
My name is Matt Roloff.
And I'm Amy Roloff. 25 years ago, we bought a family farm.
We raised our 4 beautiful kids here. 3 of them are average height, and only 1 is little.
Like any family, we've had our setbacks and celebrations.
A lot has changed over the years,
Our kids are all grown up now.
and our family is getting bigger. We're the Roloffs, and our story goes on. Come in.
Yeah, hey, what's up?
So they're just trying to work through a bunch of farms, paperwork and deals and all that. Last week, Abby and I were out to lunch, discussing the divorce and our businesses, and she got pretty upset and walked out.
Do you want to be a part of the pumpkin salsa? Do you?
But when things get delayed and I have to spend so much time pushing and pushing and pushing to make a decision, that does lead me to not want to be involved because
So we prep to sell the farm, sign the papers for divorce, and then we part ways.
Okay. So, I asked her to meet me here today so I can try to clear the air. I wanted to follow up on lunch and say I apologize for being a little harsh.
Yeah.
I don't mean to say that I'm not excited about your salsa and want to help you with that. And I do want to be in business with you.
Parts of me was a little surprised that Matt apologized to me because I think his true thoughts actually came out. And so I'm a little uncertain why he may be still wanting to be in business, but I think this is still a business worth seeing if it will work. I don't want to be a sympathy case for you.
No, it's not a sympathy case.
I believe in the salsa.
We work at different paces. I think we both agree on that. Okay, you're more thoughtful. I mean, I respect that. That's probably why we've gotten where we are. I like to grab something and just chew it and wrestle it and beat it to the ground as fast and hard as I can. When it comes to the salsa, you can set the pace on it. And sometimes I get frustrated as related to the divorce.
I get it.
This is all new territory for both of us, and it's an extremely untraditional way of handling a divorce. So, it's going to take time to find the right rhythm and make it work. I mean, I think we're talking now about staying on the farm sort of for the foreseeable future.
I think it's just a wait and see. I mean, you could be stupid, I could be stupid, and we hate each other more and we want to sell. I can't read the future. You have expressed, wanting to build a house on there. I have some concerns on that. Are we building a house just to fit Matt Roloff's needs because he doesn't want to live in the double wide?
It's not fair to think that I would stay in a double wide. There's got to be something in it for both of us. I moved into the double wide temporarily, and now that the divorce is almost final, I want my own house with more space.
That's going to be a big discussion that, it's going to take
not a
some
discussion
time.
for today, as long as you stay open-minded to the possibility.
All right.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. And again, I apologize for being a little harsh at the lunch the other day. I was frustrated.
Well, we all have them.
Well, thank you.
We definitely all have them.
Let's keep the salsa going until we can figure out how to do it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
How are you doing? Good. Thank you so much for coming. Listen, it is my honor. I'm doing the speaking engagement for a local Christian school fundraising event. As a mom, I chose to send my kids to a Christian school, and so I was very honored that I was asked to help support them to raise some money for some really good programs.
All right, so at this time, I wanted to introduce Amy Roloff, who's our guest speaker tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here. We're here for a school that makes an impact in kids' lives. Growing up, I had such a disconnect because I did not embrace me being a little person. This is the package I'm in. I was teased a lot. I was harassed. I was threatened. I did not want to go to school. And then my dad came home and he's like, Amy, God doesn't make mistakes. There's a reason and a purpose that you are here. We're here for a purpose. We're here for a reason. And realize regardless of what package we do come in, everyone matters, everyone has value, and everyone has a purpose. So again, I thank you guys all for allowing me to be here.
How about a hand for Amy? Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. You know, I used to go to those like charity games, those basketball games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about doing one here. I put one on though. It's gonna be a soccer game instead of a basketball game.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun. I've been thinking about getting more involved in the LP community. LP means little person. I feel like it would be good to give back a little bit. I want to put on a soccer game with soccer players that are actually little people. The experience of playing soccer, which I love, against other LPs is like you just can't replace it.
Playing on an even playing field, like
Yeah, even playing field, you can be the fastest guy on the field for once.
yeah,
You can be the tallest guy. You can be the strongest.
I like it.
Growing up, I wasn't really outgoing. I figured out pretty quickly that I was different. I found a spot on the soccer field, really. I felt inspired by soccer. It made me feel good about myself, and I wanted to play. Every year, these kids have to, get themselves to the little people conventions. When I was growing up, I was blessed enough to go every single year, but it's very expensive to go, and there's a lot of little people out there that can't afford to go every year. I want to help fundraise to, get these kids to the convention. I want to call it the Zach Soccer Fundraiser. The convention just gave a lot to me growing up, a lot of confidence and things like that, and it really helped me come out of my shell. And I think it would just be great to help other little people experience all that, and it just gives everyone an opportunity to just socialize with other people that have the same issues and same deal.
So what's the next step?
I have to set a date, find a location, get LPs out here, they can stay at the farm, figure out who I'm playing against, and put the word out. The hardest thing about it is going to be the very thing that I'm not good at. Putting myself out there.
Yeah, that's what you have everyone
Yeah.
like us for. Like, we'll help you. You got some work to do though, babe.
Where's that crazy dog? Matt had asked me to come to his office because he had an idea for the farm. I'm used to that because I don't go into his house. He doesn't come into my house. So Matt and I usually meet in the office. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey there, what's happening?
Not much. So what's happening?
Well, we've got an idea that I wanted to propose to you.
Yeah.
Well, there is a property that is for sale that we could expand the farm. Make the farm bigger. I know, it's a little radical, but I thought maybe...
Well, it is a little radical. I mean, with the state of affairs and situations, I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't seem realistic. Time, money, our personal life is going away. We're getting a divorce, and you're thinking about buying property. Coming up.
This whole thing is prime real estate. To not have more of a natural boundary here would make me lean a little bit more towards doing it.
I never looked at myself, living my years out in a double wide. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And later.
I was, feeling out my own team too. They couldn't get like 3 passes together.
Uh-oh.
I just hope we don't get our butts kicked.
Last
last year, it seemed we were making progress with my family.
For the Plath family,
and will not tolerate lies.
It's called brainwashing, and that's what's happened to him.
will the end
By me ending my relationship with Olivia, I probably won't have a relationship with Ethan.
25 years of marriage, and then all of a sudden, it's gone.
mean a new start?
How do you know when to start dating? I have room to reconnect with my sister.
Brand new. Welcome to Plathville. Monday on TLC.
Well, there is a property that is for sale that we could expand the farm. It's adjacent. It's got a couple 100 feet of perimeter we have.
What would really be the purpose? Just because it's next to ours?
Well, there's a little house up here, and I could maybe move up there. And I just thought that if we were a little further apart, maybe it'd be a little easier to get along, do the businesses. We could still meet at the office here, but I would have, maybe a little bit more space.
We need to see each other every day because we have businesses that we need to, try and manage together. But when we're still living in our own personal space and just looking over and there the other person is, some days it is tough. Well, check it out. It could be a good thing.
Thank you. Perfect.
You
More facts. We'll do more facts. I'll call you when I got more. Thank you.
Hey man, what's up?
Hey, how are you doing?
Good, how about you, bro?
Doing good, dude. How's life? The first step in getting my soccer game going is putting together a team of Little People players that I know and I've played with before. There's a little bit of nerves. Not sure if people would trust in the idea, believe in the idea. Maybe a lot of people would say, oh, Zach, you're not organized, you're not a leader. Troy's my first call. Him and me have played sports for a while. I'm just hoping that he wants to be a part of it. Remember those fundraisers we used to do with Marty?
Yeah, basketball games?
Yeah. So I'm thinking about doing something like that here, but soccer. It's benefiting dwarf athletics.
That's great.
Would that be something that would interest you, or?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah.
I'm definitely in.
Yeah, I need to put together a team of LPs. I want to try to get Adam and all the guys aboard. I'm thinking playing against some sort of youth team, not too young, but, definitely I don't want to play against adults, Obviously it's ideal for us to go and play against other LPs, but I chose an opposition team of average-sized kids to show that, little people can compete against average-sized people, but I hope it's a really, really competitive game. I'm going to put this into motion. You're the first dude I called, so I'm excited that you're into it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool. Thanks, dude, and take care.
Thanks, man. You too.
See ya. Troy was all about it. He said yes. Made me feel great. Got one guy down. 8 more to go. Hey, Riley. Hey, listen, I got an idea I want to run by you.
Wow. So many changes over the years,
Look at that. The pond's already pulled up. Didn't take long.
The property just to the north of us came up for sale, and it borders ours, so of course we're gonna at least take a look at it. Property around here is kind of precious and doesn't come up often, so when it does, it's worth investigating.
So our property line's right along here. I guess, half of it's field, half of it's that forest.
Right. So this is the far corner.
Mm-hmm.
This whole thing across here with your frontage is the piece we're talking about.
That's the house, the greenhouse. I feel like I've worked too hard in my life to be living in a trailer, if you will, that can be hauled away in the middle of the night. I'm ready to move on to the next phase of my life, and, part of that is to live in, a real house, a solid house, just a little further away.
That whole bench is prime real estate. Now, it's kind of one of the things we got to consider. It's not like this is just junk land, it's very, very nice. To not have more of a natural boundary here would make me lean a little bit more towards doing it if you could do it. And that way, you have in your fences here. Nobody can ever touch it.
Let's do it.
After seeing the property, I definitely think it's worth considering even more. But as the kids get older and their involvement becomes more entrenched in what we're doing here on the farm, I also think we should talk to Jeremy and Zachary and get their input on this property.
Let's get back.
So Aj and I are in town visiting her parents, and there's always stuff to be done here at the farm. Hey, what's up?
Wanted to come by and run an idea by you. Have you heard my fundraiser idea?
Yeah.
Jeremy's got to be part of the game. Him and me have played together for years. We grew up playing the game together. Like, he's got to be a part of it. Basically, get a couple LPs here to, play against a average size team. And I think it would be really cool if you captain the average size team. You understand dwarfism. You understand, like, what we're all about, what we're trying to do, kind of showing people.
100%.
Hey, we belong in the sport world just as much as you do.
I would love to. Either I could play or I could ref.
Whatever you want to do, to be honest with you. You can kind of like coach and play and just...
Yeah, I'm down. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Zach has a lot to offer, and I think a lot of kids and adults look up to him because of all of the obstacles he had to overcome to stay in the game, soccer, and playing throughout high school. He never gave up, never quit, and the fact that he's feeling pushed to get involved is really cool. Well, I'm stoked you would want to have me play.
Yeah, we just grew up playing soccer together. I think that would be a lot of fun. And anyway,
well,
cool.
Thank you, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Felix, stop.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Hey, get
No! Felix! Lucy! No!
Look at you two. Yeah, you better run. Feathers all in the... You dirty...
What a goon.
Crazy dogs. Goodness gracious.
Well, Mom and I wanted to tell you guys about the property adjacent to us.
What about it?
That property's up for sale, and it might be something we want to make an offer on.
The property just to the north of us came up for sale, and I think it's definitely worth considering buying that property. But I would really like to get Jared and Zach thoughts and opinions on it. I think this is a decision that they need to be a little more involved in.
So it's that tree line, basically. That whole property right there with the forest and everything?
Yeah, just a couple 100 feet of adjacent land, yeah. It gives us a chance to expand the roll-off enterprise, gives us more room to spread out. Potentially, one of you guys would want to move up there, maybe I could move up there. I mean, it gives us more options.
I think any property that goes up for sale adjacent to the farm
needs to be
or
highlighted.
next to the farm should be highlighted. Looked at.
Right.
Totally.
I agree with that, Zach.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that my parents would put an offer on a property together, even though they're going through what they're going through. Property doesn't come up for sale every day around here, and especially property that's bordering our farm. I think it's very good to grab that property when we can.
My theory is that we tender a reasonable and fair offer on it.
Yeah, I'm open to that.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Right.
I think we should move forward on it.
Okay.
The pros for this property is bigger area, more houses, more livability. It would also settle a lot of current discussions about when Aj and I come back, where are we going to live? There's just a lot of pros to acquiring that land.
Cool.
That's really exciting. Okay.
Thank you guys. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for telling us.
What are you up to, babe?
I need to make my speech for my fundraiser game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I've got pretty much everything done for the fundraiser. I got my teams organized, I got the venue set up, I got the posters made, but I still have to make that speech.
I think the speech is the hardest part for Zach.
Public speaking's not my favorite thing, but I want to be a leader and try to bring more awareness to LP sports. So I'm gonna have to get over it, I guess.
How's it coming along? I want to hear it.
I got about this much done.
Hi, I'm Zach.
Nope, notes for speech.
Well, do you need any help? I mean,
looks like it.
Let's throw out
Me,
some thoughts. So
Yeah.
it needs to be super exciting and super pumped up. Igniting that feelings,
Yeah.
there is real passion here. There's real emotions.
But
there's
real competitiveness. and real skill.
Introduction speech.
The introduction speech should be a lot about, I'm so excited you guys being here. Then you want a short synopsis or whatever of why is everyone here between
What
you.
is the reason that they're there, though?
But to me,
Stop that. You're so silly. You can't do that with this like whole situation. You have to like keep your head up, babe. You know, one of the things that I wish I would have known when I was doing my practicum or student teaching, I was terrified to stand up in front of those kids. I was terrified. I'd get up there and like, it was like red face, sweaty, like
it's
just
like,
so
what
nervous.
5-year-olds are really gonna, you know,
But it's like you do it once and then you're like, okay. Like I wish you like people knew that. Like just do it and like just be you.
Yeah, just be me. Even though I'm an introvert and I'm allowed to do a very extrovert
Yeah,
thing.
but you know what? Think of it just like your team, like how you talk to your team.
Yeah.
I have confidence in him and he'll be great. And, you know, any opportunity that he gets to kind of like show people what he can do, he always rocks it. So I think he'll do great.
It's what I call a little step, big change. You're making a little step and it'll eventually lead to a big change.
All right.
Okay, we'll let you at it.
Yeah, let me just give me a few more minutes
Babe,
on this
you're
for
gonna
now.
be great though.
You
Okay?
are.
Okay, thanks, babe.
Give me some love.
I think, babe.
Love you.